Live from the I-10 corridor from the Fastport Studios in the city of New Orleans, it's Nemo Nation.
Go to PunjabiTrucking360.com. You can find them on Facebook at Punjabi Trucking Magazine, or you can go NAPTA.org. All of those places will put you into the world of our next guest, and Dave, of course, will do the honors of the introduction here on Nemo Nation. Welcome back. Take it away, Dave.
Well, thank you very much, Jimmy Mack. Raman Singh Dhillon is back with us here on the program, and it's great to have him back. And he, of course, heads up the North American Punjabi Trucking Association, the NAPTA. And happy first day of Diwali, Raman, and welcome.
Hey, happy Diwali, and how are you?
Doing great, fantastic. One of the things, we're going to kind of jump right in because one of the things that you guys have on the website is a article about the latest piece of legislation now being thrown into the trucking world here. We haven't seen that in a while. We usually go by rules and regulations, and more now we're starting to come under law, it seems, and it's called the Secure Commercial Driving Licensing Act, put forth by Andy Barr of Kentucky, Tom Cotton of Arkansas. There are three components to it, I guess, in terms of what the requirements are. But maybe some background and maybe some perspective from you before we kind of jump into that, Raman.
Yeah, absolutely. We're talking about the English Proficiency Act, right? The requirement of English language.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yes, absolutely. Because again, we definitely asked for that and looking for that for a long time because it was the law already in place, but it was just need enforcement. And plus that I think in that law, the requirement for 1 year prior to get the CDL, that is very necessary. I think at least 2 years is good too, but 1 year is for sure.
Can you kind of tell us really briefly why it's so good for your organization, why it's important to you guys, because you represent a lot of interests and a lot of people who are invested in making sure this happens. Tell our listeners why it's so important for you guys. We ask this of everybody who's behind this.
I think it should be good for everyone. I shouldn't, just not us. Everyone should be happy about it because this is a basic requirement. It's a basic thing that is required for trucking and anybody over the road.
Okay, so I kind of want to talk about what you guys have coming up in regards to what this season means for you guys, but I also kind of want to know what you guys have your eyes on, what you're focused on these days, and what are the most important issues facing your association right now.
The most important thing is that, we are trying to, bring awareness to the members that these things are coming. Another thing is that, we encourage people to learn English, and before they get into, at least into trucking, they need to understand and learn and read and write and all that requirements. They need to fulfill that. We try to bring awareness about the rules and regulations, and also the basic thing that we ask too, that due to this regulation, we do not want the discrimination part, into the system, because then it just become a kind of like, worried about the racial profiling. When drivers are out there, you just pull the driver just because he look like that he's not going to understand English. So that is also a little worried about the drivers, that they do, their concern is that they're being targeted. And about the general public, I wanted to say that, in general public too, that all these people are very hardworking people. They just, they're not what they think that they are. So I just ask general people to give it a time and just understand that where all they're coming from. If one person make a mistake, doesn't mean the whole community is wrong, you know.
Well, and that's really important to us too, Raman. We one of the reasons why we've developed an association with you, and it's really important, is that we are completely in agreement with you, and many of our listeners are right there with you too. Anybody willing to play by the rules that have been kind of laid out and do it in the proper fashion is welcome to participate in this wonderful industry. And so, I mean, in many ways, you guys meet people halfway. Say, look, we're about these regulations and these law enforcement efforts as well. What we're trying to do, you, myself, Dave, and many people over here at Nemo Nation, is let people know that it's like we want to make sure that this gets put in such a way that it doesn't turn into a profiling situation, but becomes really about the safety of everybody out there on the road. Correct?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, yeah, and the problem is this, that it seems like it feels that way because right now we have accident that happened in Georgia, that unfortunate situation that 8 people got killed, 8 people got killed, and I think that person is out on a bond. And we got over here the Florida accident has been treated in a different way. So this is just becoming a political game. I think everyone out there is using this as a political thing, but we all along we support the English requirement. We support the rules and regulations should be enforced equally on everyone, not just some people that they look different. That's the only thing that worries us.
Yeah, and it's been a concern over here as well. We've had people like Tom Bray, formerly of J.J. Keller, formerly of the CVTA. A lot of us are keeping a close eye on that because we want to make sure that the roads are as safe as possible. We did report on that accident, by the way, Dave. That was terrible what happened over there, over in Georgia. So we reported on that, and a lot of people aren't kind of talking about that, but it was equally as disastrous. 8 people lost their lives. All of them were
Yeah.
related, and that guy was born, bred, and minted here in the USA that did that. So we're all going to be keeping an eye on that too. What do you got coming up for fun, Dhillon? What's going on? Are you going to be celebrating any holidays? Or are you going to be spending time with family? And how do you, in the same way that so many people who celebrate Christmas deal with Christmas, how does your association deal with the upcoming holiday?
Absolutely, it's a great time. I think everyone should celebrate where they live. The all the holidays that are celebrated there, because now U.S. is our country. We live over here. I live over here for over 35 years. So now every holiday over here has just become our holiday, and we also celebrate the holidays from India. We do take part in a lot of happenings. There's a one upcoming next, I think at the 2nd November. It's gonna be biggest sick day parade in Yuba City that happens every year. It's been happening for 46 years. So we'll be celebrating that. And so I think the holidays are the good time, and I think people should celebrate. And we do, all of us we do, and we enjoy the time with the friends and family.
By the way, next time you come and stop on by, because we're out of time, promise me that you will get a chance to talk about how you guys are kind of taking the lead on making sure that there's parking out in your neck of the woods and everywhere that you represent people, because we've been talking about that ad infinitum, but I know you wanted the chance to talk about this. It's good to have you back. We'll talk to you in a couple of weeks. Be safe and enjoy the next couple of weeks. And just thanks for being a part of the show.
Thank you, Dave. Thank you, everyone.